you are actually questioning your existence, if you don't know what you are here for, if you don't know your gifts and talents, if you don't know what your purpose is, I've got you. Hi everyone, my name is Ayushi and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to tell you the exact method of finding out your soul purpose and your soul mission. This is the exact method that I have followed, and I'm going to tell you step by step. So, number one thing is finding out who you are by the astrology. So, with the astrology, I know I'm not the astrology expert, but in order to find yourself, you can take the help of the astrology as well. See, you need to find the every resource available in order to find yourself. Right? So, whatever it is, you should do it. At least for a take an example for it, you might find something new with this. So, with the astrology, you should look at the 10th Lord. Where is the 10th Lord placed? Who is sitting in the 10th house? And which nakshatra is the 10th house Lord is sitting in, and which house it is sitting in. You also need to see where is your north node, that is Rahu, is placed. You also need to analyze your Atmakarka, and the Atmakarka is the planet which has the highest degree in your chart. So you need to analyze in who is your Atmakarka and where it is placed, in which nakshatra it is placed. If you don't know any astrologer, you can take the help of all the free guides that are actually available on the YouTube. There's plenty of free guides available. See yourself, take out the notes and see what resonates with you. It's not something, harming you, just you're knowing yourself. So you can take a chance. Second thing is numerology. Is the same with the numerology. You need to find your expression number and your life path number and analyze it via different resources available and see what resonates with you. Number three is you need to ask yourself question. Like, if everything in this world is okay, like none of these things have mattered, money doesn't matter, family doesn't matter, society doesn't matter, what is the one thing, one or two things that you would really do if none of these things mattered and everything works in your favor? Then what will you do? If everything works in your favor, then what will you do? What would you have done to the world? You need to ask these questions, and now I'm going to tell you the series of the questions that you should be asking yourself. What makes you angry and frustrated about the world? What the world needs according to you? What makes you angry and frustrated that if this problem is solved in the world, then I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I could do that. You need to find out what angers you the most, what frustrated you the most. Now you need to ask yourself certain questions that I have written here, and I'm going to tell you that what I did is you need to find out your soul expression and creative expression as well. Creative expression and soul expression are so important when you are finding yourself and you're finding your own path, is because there are certain emotions that are actually attached to it. So you need to find your creative expression and you need to find out your soul expression as well. Soul expression is this unique expression that, you know, it is that one core frequency that actually shows in every area of your life, be it friendships, be it relationships, be it family, be it career, be it anything. Soul expression is that core frequency of yours, that is the soul signature of yours, and how it's like how your soul wants to express yourself. It's that frequency. So you need to know that. So you need to ask yourself, you need to observe all the patterns in your life and see if if something resonates with you. And if you don't, I will make a detailed video on that as well. So after that, you need to find out what are your gifts and talents. Obviously, how can you do that? You can do that with the help of astrology. If you don't know what are your gifts, see, everybody is not talented since the childhood. Like I don't know what was my talent since the childhood. I was not trained for that, right? I was not trained for that. So I didn't know what was my talent. So you need to find, there are people like me also exist. So you need to find out, you need to explore, in other activities to find out what actually resonates with you. So you can either find out your gifts and talents by certain help you can take by astrology, numerology, like I just said to you, but you can also live by exploring different path and see what accepts you, what gives drives you, what are you passionate about. Okay, now you need to also analyze that what kind of the activities and the plays that you used to play in your childhood. Ask your parents, ask your family. If you don't know, ask them, question them, like what do you used to play? Like I used to play teacher teaching a lot. So you need to ask. And there are so many activities. You can find out that at a certain age, you have the different activities according to your age that you used to do that you actually forget about. Okay, so you need to ask yourself this question and ask your family members and analyze what you used to play. Okay, now you need to also ask yourself this question and observe the pattern that what people ask you help for, like immediate family, circle, friends, colleagues, and any person, they actually ask your help on that issue, that purpose, that issue. For example, they can be asking for your help, your advice, or maybe you're good at communication, maybe you're good at something managing it, maybe you're good at time management, maybe you're good at maybe some other sport. There are so many different things that can be that people can act. You're so good at it, but you don't know what it is. You have not realized your own potential up until now. So you need to ask and observe that what are that people ask me help for. Okay, now you, and also you need to understand that there are some people, and you get, very fascinated about that, like what and who inspires you the most. So you need to ask this question to yourself, like what and who inspires you the most. Sometimes we actually get inspired by the people that we want to become. So you need to actually ask yourself this question and see, like who fascinates you. So, and write every question. And also, if you are on a spiritual journey, you need to analyze your spiritual awakening experience. If you are at that point of the time in your spiritual awakening that you are questioning your own existence on earth, or questioning your own purpose on earth, that you need to first analyze your own spiritual awakening. Everybody has a different awakening because everybody have different lessons to master. No two person can have the same awakening. They can have the resemblance, they can have the similarities, but your own unique journey resembles your own path. So you need to understand, need to analyze and see patterns from the year that your spiritual journey has actually started. So you need to see that what that year has taught you. What were you before? Like how you have learned it. Like what are the struggles that you have faced and how you overcome it. Generally, what actually happens is the things that you overcome in your spiritual awakening are the things that actually leads you to the purpose. Once you master it, then you teach it. So then you give it back. So you need to analyze your spiritual awakening if you are on this path. So these are the core tips and tricks that I used in order to find my own purpose, and you can do it. See, no, everybody cannot be same. I also offer these kind of soul blueprint reading, but I actually request you to, find out yourself by yourself, because I cannot tell you who you are. I can just give you the whole picture of it, but what you make out of it is up to you. So yes, I offer it for the people who don't really mm, goes nowhere, like they don't able to understand it. That yes, I can go deep dive on on your behalf, and I can help you on that. But I think you should do it. Like no one can tell you who you are. Only you can do. Only you has that power. Everybody can tell you like 1% of it, 10% of it, according to their own experiences, own understanding, own perspective. But what you make out of it is up to you, because no one can tell you who you are. It's like giving away your power. Like if I tell you who you are giving me your power, which is not like right, it's just completely wrong. But I can tell you the steps that I took to see who I am, so you can follow and see who you are. So these are the tips and tricks that I did. And to conclude that, take the help of astrology, take the help of numerology if needed, take the help of analyze your childhood, analyze your spiritual awakening, analyze what inspires you, analyze what is your creative expression, analyze your what is your soul expression, what is your core frequency, and what is your spiritual awakening was about. Did I mention that? Maybe I did. And you need to understand that it's okay. Like you are unique, and if somebody is doing that, you can do your version of it as well. So yes, you need to analyze your own gifts and talent as well, and ask yourself this question: if everything is actually works in your favor, then who are you? If everything works out, there are no ifs and buts, then who are you? What would you actually become? So you need to ask yourself this question and see what comes out. Sit with yourself in silence. Sit with this question in silence. It's not going to, you're not going to find it in a day. You're not going to find it in a day, but find it bit by bit, day by day. Because it is a journey. We are all being bridges to somebody else's journey. So, yes, analyze yourself, sit with yourself in silence, and you will get the answers. Okay. And if you have actually came across this video, that means you're meant to do this. You're meant to do this. You're meant to find yourself. You're meant to discover yourself. You're meant to discover what you're here for. You're meant to discover your existence. So, until next time.